share his game notes. No one in the media will tell you what happened better than my boy Stu.
Weekend observations brought to you by Miller Lite. Great taste. Just 96 calories available for delivery. Dan, it's the second major. Some people say it's the one people care about the least. But not this guy. This guy loves it. So much history. The Wanamaker Trophy. Rotating courses. Kiowa. Whistling Straits. Bethpage Black. And this year, Valhalla. And Dan, just like that, make no mistake about it, the PGA Championship is back.
That's an upset. How is it that leads your it's back?
What else is back?
WNBA.
What? It's a major.
The WNBA is major now, too.
I know it is. But when does it start? It starts on Tuesday. I mean, the PGA starts on Thursday. Oh, man.
Okay, you're stuck there.
I walked myself right into that one.
You really did.
Mm-hmm. Getting relegated from the Premier League to the championship is the closest J.J. Watt will ever get to experience a championship. I'm going to be making J.J. Watt jokes until the day I die, which is soon, I think.
Relegated? Did you say relegated?
Yeah, soccer team.
I know, but relegated is going down.
Explain that joke to us.
So he got to
you
the
wrote that, right?
He went down to the championship league, and I'm saying that's the closest he'll ever get to a championship.
Okay.
I mean, come
on. All right. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry.
Champions League?
Different thing.
Second league is called the championship.
Enough.
Thank you.
Soccer.
Know your soccer. Knicks Pacers. We're waiting. I mean, the series kind of started, but it hasn't started. It's, they held serve.
What's going on in the Denver-Minnesota series? Is that series started?
All
It
tied
keeps
up,
on
Dan.
starting.
I know, but it keeps
starts
starting.
every night.
It keeps
Yeah.
starting. Okay.
Got to cross that one out somewhere.
Okay.
I'll find it. Anyway. Oh, this name. Rory Mcllroy. Did I get it right?
You did not. You never do.
Never,
You've got
ever.
such a strange dyslexia with just
Macklemore?
that. The L, no, McElroy. He's always taking
Is that
the
it,
L.
McElroy?
Yeah, it's McElroy.
Anyway, he won his fourth Wells Fargo championship over the weekend. Rory, you can win 20 of those, and it will never equate to one Augusta.
You told him if he was listening to
Oh,
this
he
show.
knows it, Dan.
No, I know. If
He
he
knows
was,
it.
but if he's listening to this show,
He has to win at Augusta.
driving
he does.
around thinking he's a winner. You heard it, Rory McIlroy. You heard him. Called you out. Called you out
Rory.
by incorrect name.
Rory. Watch the draft lottery. The Thunder are still getting first-round picks for trading away Chris Paul. Chris Paul, the trade that just keeps on giving. If the Thunder win the title in the next 4 years because of any of those picks, they should give a ring to Chris Paul, but don't worry, it still won't count as a ring in my personal record book. Check it out today, StugottsBook.com. I am outraged, Dan. I showed you a picture of Stephen A. Smith asking the question, did Kevin Durant make the wrong career move by going to Golden State? I wrote a book
That was today?
today.
You
I
did,
mean,
he did show me a picture. He took it in the eating area of just the television showing Stephen A. Smith having a take that he
Commissary.
had years ago.
Yeah. I mean, Dan, I strolled through the hallways of ESPN giving that takeout to anyone who wanted to listen for 8 years. And everyone called me a quack, a joke. They didn't take me seriously. And now Stephen A. is on it? Oh, God. I wrote a book. He should be ashamed of himself. I'm serious, Stephen A.
Why?
Stealing my take.
Yeah, but you'd be proud of that.
It's the centerpiece of my book. I wrote a book.
StephenAbook.com.
Oh, no.
Thank you.
Thank.
When you are turning to Alec Burks to save you, you've already lost. You know what the A in Alec Burks stands for, Dan?
Already lost.
Yeah, man, you're on your game.
It was hard to get that one.
His jersey should be a white flag.
Put it on the poll, Juju. Should Alec Burks' jersey be a white flag?
By the way, last week I said he can go for 20 any given night. You said he couldn't. He did. He went for 20. Just letting you know.
Got beat by 50.
It doesn't matter. He went for 20. I mean, that's all I care about.
The last time he had gone for 20 before that was February.
Any given night. Could be a night in February. It could be a night in May. I mean, you never know. Got it right. Kevin Garnett saying that he can't lose if the T-Wolves play the Celtics in the NBA Finals. Kevin Garnett, the Stugotz is strong in you. KG, the big ticket. The Knicks traded Obi Toppin for 2 future second-round picks. Dan, you know what Obi Toppin is having? He's having the last laugh. You were going to say that, huh?
Wow, no, I was not going to say that. I was going to say he was having a moment.
Nah, last laugh. Rome Aduze out of Bears practice with hamstring tightness, and so it begins.
Wow. That's it? You're just saying it right now, and so it begins?
It's okay if he misses a practice. Rome wasn't built in a day. Or as some would like to say, in a doozy. That is good.
Who likes to
Rome
say that?
wasn't built in a doozy.
Oh, Doomsday.
Poorly said, but
Who
clever.
cares? Tired. It's noon.
I said to him the other day, because he was talking about working 5 days in a week. I'm like, we're trying to give you days off. You're always complaining that you're tired. And his response was, yeah, but I just like to complain.
Who doesn't? That's what life is all about.
Put it on the poll, Juju, at Le Batard Show. Is what life is all about complaining? Is complaining what life is all about?
You got it. PJ Washington leading the Mavericks in scoring their last 2 games. Why is it that everybody gets better the second they leave the Hornets? What's happening? I've got to be honest. Watching playoff hockey, I don't know how a goalie sees a puck coming in and saves it. Can you explain that to me? Am I alone on this? I think goalie is the hardest position in sports. I do. I think hockey goalie is.
It's pretty
And I think they
hard.
get lucky a lot.
They shouldn't be able to stand right in front of them.
Listen, I don't think they see a thing. They just get their body in front of it somehow.
You just see
That's
the
it.
goalie's head
You-
poking around
you
like.
cover as much of the goal as you can, and you make a save.
It's called positioning.
Thank you, Roy.
It is, but I do feel that Chris, with the pantomime there, did show you something that is an anxious way to spend a couple of hours, which is just like John Taffer in Bar Rescue looking around a plant to yell at somebody at all times, moving your head around because you can't see. And those things are coming in at 100 miles an hour.
You can't see it, then it hits your shin.
They used to not wear masks.
Yeah.
Think about that.
That part's nuts.
Crazy.
What year was that they implemented?
That's when hockey was hockey, Dano, and I used to pay attention to it. Now, come on, what are we doing?
That is
like the
nuts.
Come on,
30s.
man.
That is crazy.
Roy,
Yes.
when did goalies start wearing helmets? When did that happen? I can't speak. What happened?
Around the 60s, I believe.
Right.
The first goalie to wear a mask was in 1959. So Tony was like, what, 6, 7? You remember that far back?
13.
Greg was 5.
Rome and a Duzet. Get it? Carolina Hurricanes, congratulations on staving off elimination. Sean Payton saying that Bo Nix has been exactly what we saw in scouting him. It'd be odd if he was different. I mean, what's he supposed to say? Reports out of Broncos rookie minicamp on Nix. Unbelievably accurate, fully in command of the offense, decisive. Next thing you're going to tell me is this guy turned the water into wine. Jesus Christ.
Really?
Amen.
Dan, just circling back, any guesses on who coaches the Thunder?
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce his name. It's got a bunch
His name
of
looks one way, but then they
vowels
pronounce
in
it another way, and I'm
Yeah.
like, is that how you say it?
Yeah, Devereaux. I don't know. It's yeah.
At one point, good guess. At one point in Saturday's Cubs-Pirates game, the Pirates walked in 6 runs in a single inning. They won the game. Baseball. When Steven Strasburg made his MLB debut 14 years ago, the Pirates' leadoff hitter was Andrew McCutcheon. when Paul Skeeries, whatever his name is, made his MLB debut this weekend. The Pirates' leadoff hitter was Andrew McCutchen. Still doing it.
Yeah, he is.
Kutch. One of the best ever.
That's not true.
Not really.
Top 5 athletes that can out Pirates. Number 5, Captain Curtis Stevenson.
That's not an athlete.
Oh, he's in sports.
That's not an athlete. It's a local radio show
He was a
host.
high school football star. I'm telling you, North Miami, check it out.
He is not.
Miami Lakes High.
You're making shit up now.
Captain Curtis Stevenson.
It's pretty good. Number 4, Rory Sparrow. Number 3, Riddick Bowe. Come on.
Why Riddick Bowe?
Bowe, Pirate.
What? Do you,
What?
Look it up.
What? Like,
Roy Jones Jr. should be on
you
this
just
list.
did Rory Sparrow off of Captain Jack Sparrow, which is a reach. But
Yeah.
then you just, I don't know what you're going for.
Captain Bowe.
I don't know what you're going for on Riddick Bowe.
Number 2.
Explain to me what you mean. These are your lists.
Yeah.
You're doing this. Riddick Bowe gives off pirate.
Listen,
how?
You're not a pirate, and you're certainly not a guy who spends a lot of time on the water.
But-
I am telling you that a bow is something that connotes a pirate, and that's all I can tell you.
Do you think they have
I mean-
like bow and arrows?
The bow is the forward part of the hull of a ship.
I think
It's
that's
the bow.
It's a
Yeah.
bow.
It's the bow.
But it's spelled bow.
Should have said Riddick Bow.
Take
Yeah.
a bow.
BOWE.
Number 2, Josh Booty. You get that one? I explain it. Or... Number 1, Doug Plank.
No Roy Jones Jr. No Captain Hook. Come on, man.
My list, man. Make your own. I'm here for it.
Okay.
Where was it? T-Wolves. Do it at home. My wife asked me over the weekend if the Thunder coach was also the team trainer. He looks like a trainer.
It's got a trainer face.
Hey, Bronny, enjoy Atlanta, the ATL. You have to take him, right?
What?
You get Bronny. They have the number 1 pick. Yeah.
Number 1.
You're going to get a player better than his dad in the draft? Seriously?
I was thinking about this. This has Shabazz Napier 2.0 written all over it, right? Where a team drafts Bronny because they think this is the key to keeping LeBron on this team, and then LeBron leaves, and then you're stuck with Shabazz Napier.
That's a thing that happened to the Miami Heat.
In this week's edition of Who Could Have Saw That Coming, the Lakers are intrigued by J.J. Redick as head coach. I mean, make up your mind, J.J.
They're also open to drafting Bronning.
Who saw that one coming? Dan, you know what the J in J.J. Redick stands for? Jeff Saturday.
If JJ coaches LeBron, do they still do their podcast together?
You know what? Decide if you want to be a podcaster, a media member, or a coach. Just figure it out already, J.J. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
He doesn't have to.
It does for
is,
me.
is he bothering you
You're
by
both.
just
It's becoming too
being?
Weren't you
popular.
a coach and
Yes.
a podcaster for a while?
I was. I didn't get paid for it, though. Coaching.
Love the game.
Yep. And the kids. It's for the kids. Where was I? Coach Calipari saying he only wants 8 or 9 scholarship players this year at Arkansas instead of 13. Can't wait until they get eliminated in the first or second round of the tournament. And the first thing out of Calipari's mouth is, I wish I had more scholarship players. This guy, man. Sick of him. Arkansas, you'll be sick of him soon, I promise. We'll see. NFL, make me wait one more week for the schedules. And you know what I'll do? I'll wait one more week for the schedules.
Not much of a threat by you.
I need schedules, man. Huh.
Did I read incorrectly that it's Mahomes and Lamar Jackson week 1? Are they just
got it.
releasing a
First
little
game of the year.
But they're
Yeah.
they're releasing
It's a
just,
little nugget.
just a little bit, a little thing.
Yep. I love a pivotal game 5. Andrew Nemhart, is that his name?
Yes.
Has as many moments as Reggie Miller. A group of people I don't like? Joggers. Stop showing off.
What? They're just exercising. What'd they do to you? I think Jessica's a jogger, isn't she?
Can't stand them.
I thought you meant like Yaramir, like his family, but
The Yoggers. The things you do driving around the Midwest on a gummy in the passenger seat. Top 5 groups I don't like. Journalist.
That was number 5.
That was. Number 4, cyclist. Number 3, the Beatles. Overrated. Roy, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, overrated.
Good take.
2, joggers, not the Yoggers. And number 1, the Jets.
Yaramir's family.
I didn't scratch it off, and I'm not going to skip it. Nuggets, T-Wolves.
Why wouldn't you skip it?
The series that keeps starting.
Why wouldn't you skip it?
The only thing that could save the Knicks season is the Mecca.
His brain doesn't work fast enough.
The B in Bruins stands for Boston is on the brink. Anthony Edwards. Blah, blah, blah.
He just scored. What are you
43.
doing?
And lost 2 straight at home.
But
That's why you don't compare him to Michael Jordan. You don't do it. That's why you don't do it. Because it's an unfair comparison that, quite frankly, Anthony Edwards wants nothing to do with. I'm not doing this for Anthony Edwards. I'm not blasting him. I'm blasting the media. Leave the poor kid alone. Let him develop. He's going to go through some growing pains. Because Michael Jordan never, ever, ever would have lost 2 straight at home in the playoffs. Ever.
scoring 43 or whatever isn't a growing pain.
How about the game before that?
Okay.
Less than 20.
All right. Excellent work by you. The one he most recently played
Yeah.
set a
Recency
franchise
bias.
record for the Timberwolves for playoff scoring.
Yeah, we lost.
Okay.
Great news for Bears fans. They no longer have to pencil in Caleb Williams as their starter. They can use ink. They announced it. Indiana Pacers, congratulations on holding serve. If I seem a bit frazzled, we have no water. The AC is broken
You're
in the
about
studio.
to run out of music,
and it's
too.
hot as hell in here. Speaking of hell, Art Bryles, Dan, those are the weekend observations.